Hello everyone, X-Walk Hill Bethelite here. And Jehovah's Witnesses and Watchtower have got to be the best at screwing something up. I'm talking the best in the world at screwing something up. You have other cults that they copy off of, like Scientology. Scientology had or has the booths that they set up with Scientology material and a few people to try to recruit other members. I've actually experienced this once. This was years ago. But I walked up to a booth. There were a couple of young guys around my age dressed up, and they're trying to get me to hold on to what they call the E-meters and try to get me to buy a book about Dianetics or something like that. Something cultish. Well, Jehovah's Witnesses just copy off of them. Other cults have had the TV monitors in their facilities. Jehovah's Witnesses just copy off of them. But Jehovah's Witnesses find a way to copy off of other cults and screw it up. You can't have a bunch of old ladies sitting at parks next to cult material and think that anybody's going to be interested. From the standpoint of Watchtower, it's over with. What part of it's over with don't people understand? You try to change things around in the organization. The only reason to try to make changes is you think that those changes will be effective. Well, switching from mostly door to door to mostly a bunch of elderly people standing next to cult material is far less effective. Far less effective than going from door to door. What they're doing now is less effective than what they were doing in the past, and what they were doing in the past wasn't very effective. If you see a bunch of old ladies sitting next to or standing next to, I say sitting next to because they just be chilling. They just be chilling. They don't even be standing up no more. They just be sitting down at a park bench, just chilling with cult material just sitting off to the side somewhere. But really, they just sitting there, you know, associating. I can't blame the old ladies. I can't blame them. What else are they going to do? Go to the library? What else are they going to do? So for the older ladies and old men and whatnot that just go to hang out and just so happen to have cult material sitting off in the distance, I can't really blame them for just wanting to hang out with their buddies. But from Watchtower's perspective, for them to attempt to accomplish what Scientology did. Scientology is a cult. Scientology is not some major religion that would be difficult to imitate. It should be easy to imitate Scientology, but they find a way to screw it up. Scientology had young people that I saw at these booths that they had set up, and to some extent it was effective. People were stopping and talking to them. It would be a social public embarrassment for someone to walk up to a group of elderly people standing next to cult material and engage in conversation socially. Nobody wants to publicly be seen having a verbal discussion with a bunch of elderly Jehovah's Witnesses. And the crazy thing is that there are certain times, I just came from the park. Lily had me jogging at the park. There are certain times of the morning where mostly it's all older people at the park. Later on in the day, there'll be a lot more younger people, but there's certain times in the morning where there's just a lot of older people in the park. They ain't even hanging out with the other elderly Jehovah's Witnesses. The elderly Jehovah's Witnesses standing next to cult materials isn't even pulling in the other elderly people that hang out at places early in the morning like they do. It's a complete failure. I mean, we really have to emphasize that Scientology, which I don't think you would call a successful cult, Scientology managed to start this little system with these people standing next to cult material and trying to invite people and things like that. And it was to some extent working. And Jehovah's Witnesses have completely screwed even that up. Even Scientology does it better. Jehovah's Witnesses are like, or the governing body is like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's get these mobile cult material holding carts, and we're going to start booths, and we're going to be all over the place, and people are going to flock to us, and we'll just invite them. And it got taken over by elderly people because people got to work. People have got to work. Why is it that Jehovah is always late on everything? Jehovah's Witnesses always say that God's name is Jehovah and this, that, and the third. Well, why is Jehovah always late to the party? AI is about to take over, if it hadn't already, a bunch of people's jobs. And the governing body of the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses is just now telling people, oh, you can go to college now? It's just now telling people, oh, you can all go to college now? It's a little bit too late, ain't it? I mean, who is this going to benefit at this point? You got all these elderly Jehovah's, that's pretty much a wrap. I don't know that a bunch of elderly Jehovah's Witnesses are about to just go out and get a career now. Then you got people who are, probably in their 30s and 40s. They might try to go back to school, but who's going to have time to go door knocking and standing next to carts? You may have people in their 20s. They may do a 180 and switch from door knocking and standing next to cult material to trying to go to school, because, I mean, what the hell else are you going to do? AI is about to take over jobs. When you go out to apply for a job, you're about to be competing with the damn FBI and everybody else, because the government is laying everybody off. The government is laying everybody off. So you're about to not just be competing with people that work at McDonald's, you're going to be competing with people that work at the damn Federal Bureau of Investigations and whatnot, like, that's looking for jobs now. It ain't looking good. It's not looking good at all for people who were Jehovah's Witnesses. They all they can do at this point is stand next to cult material, by themselves looking foolish in front of everybody. That's pretty much all they can do at this point. The older people that believed that Armageddon was going to be around the corner and whatnot, all they can do is just sit next to cult material, talk to their buddies, and wait for, I guess, wait for everybody to die off. That's pretty much all they can do. Then you got the people who are, I don't know, in their 50s. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. You gonna go back to school now? AI is about to take your job. You're a 50-year-old Jehovah's Witness. AI is about to take your job. What are you about to do? Go to school now? You know what I mean? Like it's pretty much a wrap. Jehovah's Witnesses have screwed up Scientology's booth system. Now it's just, it's like a garage sale for old people now. It's just where people hang out, chat. They don't even look at the materials. I never see people looking at the materials. Then you got your people going to Bethel. I don't know how Jehovah's Witnesses are going to push Bethel anymore. Once the economy, it's really, once the economy starts hitting rock bottom, all these people are losing jobs. All these people are competing over the same jobs. Hell, you're competing with AI now. You're literally competing with AI now. Do you think it's a good idea to go work for free? Who wants to go to Bethel and be a damn waiter? I want to go to Bethel just to see who the dumbass waiters are. Like, you got to be a dumbass to be carrying trays of food at Bethel, and your ass is about to not be able to get a job once Bethel throws you out for whatever the hell reason they deem necessary. You was over there masturbating. So now they're gonna throw you out, and you spent 10 years as a waiter at Bethel. Now they tossed you out because you masturbated. And you confessed to them that for some reason on Bethel Fried Chicken Day, you get horny and you masturbate. What are you gonna do? They done kicked you out of Bethel. You've been there I don't know how long, and you've been there working for free. You hadn't been building up money to save for school. The cost of living is through the roof now. The cost of living is through the roof. You're going to build yourself a tree house? People can sell tree houses for $100,000 now. Like, it is insane. And Jehovah was late to the party. They just now are telling people they could go to college and not be looked down upon. See, the thing is in the past, in certain circumstances, some people in some places, they felt it was okay for them to pursue an education. It was never one of those things where your mindset was to, oh, I have a goal to go to school and pursue an education and pursue a career. In this system, no, it was never what people were supposed to do. You were worldly if you're sitting around thinking about a damn career as a Jehovah's Witness when the end of the world was supposed to be around the corner. What in the world was you supposed to be doing other than just passing out materials and trying to warn people that the end of the world was coming? Now all these end of the world preachers are standing around carts of cult material, old as hell, just standing around. Like, what part of it's over with is it's over with? It's a wrap. The fat lady is singing. And the fat lady is just so happens to be one of the ladies standing next to the damn carts. I took Lily to another park either yesterday or a few days ago, and there was old ladies at that park too. Mexican ladies, I think, at that park, just standing there. Nobody's approaching them. They're not approaching anybody. They may as well not even have the damn cult material. But Jehovah's Witnesses are insane. And most likely these people think that just having the cult material there, and this material to them is magic. To Jehovah's Witnesses, Watchtower magazines is freaking magic. They think that the cult material just being there is somehow preaching to people on its own. They probably use some scripture about rocks crying out. Well, they think their magazines are crying out just sitting there. These people are insane. There's no reason to go to Bethel now. Because what Bethel has always done is they use young men for free labor until those young men decide they want to get married. And then Bethel says, hey, we're not supporting you and your wife. You either gonna work for free as a single person, or we just gonna put you out. The only way that they'd keep somebody with their wife is if that person was so important they thought it was worth it, or that person knew people. So that won't work in today's society, and Jehovah's late to the party. He's just figuring this shit out. Jehovah's just now figuring out AI. Oh, damn, AI is about to take all these people's jobs. So that means you can't go to Bethel, work for free, for no money, up and decide, oh, I'm going to get married. How the hell are you going to do that? You going to get married and live with your mom? You going to live in your mom's house? Back in the day, way back in the day, jobs were this thing where you weren't worried that you could get one. I'm talking way back in the day. And I'm from Ohio. I wasn't even from a major city. Back in the day, you damn near had to try not to get a job. Back in the day. Now it ain't like that. So you decide you just up and want to get married because, you know, Bethel wants to use people for free labor and they want to keep them single, but then they can't figure out why people are jacking off at Bethel. For the life of them, they cannot figure this out. For the life of them, they cannot figure this out. And it's Bethel's fault. This is Bethel's fault. Bethel does not want people to bring a girlfriend, or not bring a girlfriend, bring their wife with them. It's just seen as this is more expensive. It's more expensive. Now we gotta deal with not just the guy, but the woman also, and one of the two could get sick. They can end up having kids. What happens when you were at Bethel before and somebody got pregnant? Well, you just off, find you a job, find you a place. It ain't that easy no more, and Jehovah didn't even know this was going to happen. Jehovah was not aware of it. You're supposed to be able to tell people what's going to happen before it happens. Jehovah's Witnesses should have been ahead of the curve. As far as the job market, AI, people would have been looking at Jehovah's Witnesses like, well, how did they know all this was going to happen? Instead of being behind the 8 ball, Jehovah's Witnesses just have screwed up an entire religion. And I almost don't blame all the old people that are just hanging out with their buddies. They're just hanging out with the people that they've been going to the hall with for years and years and years, sitting next to carts at the damn park, hanging out at the damn park, and then going off to Panera Bread or wherever the hell else they go after that. They're just, I was walking Lily, the ladies that were at the cart, they damn near stand there for like 30 minutes and then leave. The ladies that were at the park were packing up, getting ready to leave, of course, go to fucking Panera Bread or something. And they stopped to comment on Lily. It was like just regular ladies at the park. They're not even talking about that damn religion. I was just at the park today, and there were people with the cult materials sitting in a I don't know, mobile cart or whatever, and they're not even standing next to it. They were sitting down at a park bench with a table there, chit-chatting. It's pretty much over with when even your all these older ladies, they don't even respect this stuff. They ain't trying to start no damn conversations with nobody about it. So, where Jehovah's Witnesses go from here, you tell me. They can't fix it. And they ain't about to start paying people at Bethel for their work. How bad does it look for people to be using others for free labor in this economy? Bethel is using people in this economy for free labor. How the hell are these people supposed to get a house to live in? And they're working for free. How the hell are these people supposed to support not just themselves, but themselves and a wife and a kid? And they've been at Bethel working for free for 10 years. 10 damn years. Like you in your 30s, you have no real skill. You've been a waiter at Bethel or one of the people that clean the carpet and clean the windows. And you've been doing this for free for 10 years. And Bethel's telling everybody you're doing it for Jehovah. These people are screwed. How the hell are you supposed to ever make a living at this point? You got people at Bethel, you got women at Bethel that probably want to have kids. How the hell are you going to do that? Your husband works for free. I mean, you tell me, what are they going to damn do? Is he going to go get a job at McDonald's? And then y'all, based off of that McDonald's check, you're going to go find a house to live in so that you can have kids and all this stuff? Fucking apartments are over $1,000 a month just for the apartment, let alone utilities and whatnot. What the hell are they going to do, the people who have been at Bethel for 10 plus years? Hell, the people that have been at Bethel 5 years. That's a long time to be working for free when the price of everything is just going up. So Jehovah's Witnesses have doomed people. They have doomed people. People at Bethel, they better leave now. I'm talking if you're at Bethel and you're 21, 22, 23, 24, you had better get out of there now. The economy ain't getting no better. Prices ain't getting no lower. The cost of living ain't going down. It's expensive as all get out. And you are making no money and you are in a dead-end position. People that are at McDonald's are in a better position than people that are at Bethel. They got some money. You had better get up out of that situation and quit putting it aside, talking about the end of the world is going to save you. No, what's going to happen is you're going to be 60, 70 years old in a Bethel infirmary getting fed creamed spinach and looking at what's about to be, you about to die there. And ain't nobody gonna give a damn. That's another thing about Bethel, is this concept that if you live there your whole life, it's just this amazing thing and all these people. Nobody cares. You're old at Bethel. Nobody cares. They may not even hardly come visit you, let alone come and feed you cream spinach. Like it's Jehovah's Witnesses have literally doomed probably millions of people. Millions of people. They're screwed. It's over with. They're done. And I don't even know what these people can do at this point, other than if you are young, try to start, try to start your life. Try to start going to school, getting your education, get you a career, get you something going, because everybody's laying off. AI is about to take over. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's looking bad. If you're like a Jehovah's Witness in your 30s, you better get the hell up out of there. To hell with trying to worry about your parents ain't gonna talk to you. You better get the hell up out of there, because the job market is going to be bad. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. But Jehovah's Witnesses done back themselves in a position where they can't get out of it. The governing body don't care. They're old men living off of all those donations and everything. They're fine. It's the rest of the Jehovah's Witnesses that are not okay. You're not okay if you're just now hearing it's okay to go to school. You're not okay at all. Because even after you go to school, in certain situations, to get into the position you want to get into, they ain't hiring new people. You gotta be an intern for years. So you're talking years of school, probably years of being an intern. A lot of people graduate and they ain't even in their field. There's people that graduate and, damn it, can't even find a job. So even going to school don't automatically mean you're good. So these Jehovah's Witnesses that haven't been going and haven't been working towards none of that all these years, you're looking at being years away from being in the position that you want to be in. And you better start now. The damn cult's useless. Drop the cult and try to salvage the rest of your life. X-Wall Kill Bethelite signing out.